Was it covert narcissism? You've probably heard of narcissists who scream, who explode, who make a scene, the ones everyone can see. But what if the person who hurt you never yelled? What if they never called you names, never threw anything, never even raised their voice? What if they were quiet about it? This is one of the most confusing kinds of abuse to recognize because there's no obvious villain moment, no single scene you can point to and say, there, that's when it happened. Instead, there's just this feeling, a slow erosion, a version of yourself that got smaller and smaller, and you're not entirely sure how it happened. If you've ever thought, nothing bad really happened, so why do I feel so damaged? This video is for you. Welcome back to Let's Heal Together. I'm Amelia, and today we're talking about covert narcissism, the kind that doesn't look like abuse while it's happening and only makes sense once you finally have the words for it. Part 1: What covert narcissism actually is. Overt narcissism is loud. It's grandiosity, control, obvious cruelty. It's easy to point at. Covert narcissism is quiet. It hides inside kindness, inside sensitivity, inside being the good one. A covert narcissist doesn't need an audience to feel important. They need you to feel responsible for their feelings all the time without ever seeming demanding. Part 2: The signs that don't look like signs. They played the victim. Every conflict somehow became about their pain, their hurt feelings, their side of the story, even when they caused it. They used guilt instead of anger, not, you did this wrong, but I guess I just don't matter to you. Guilt is quieter than rage, but it controls you just as effectively. They gave with strings attached. Kindness that came with an invisible invoice, one you were expected to pay back in loyalty, attention, or silence about how you really felt. They were quietly competitive with you, not screaming about it, just subtly making sure your good moments never got to be fully yours. They withdrew instead of exploding, silence as punishment, distance as a weapon. You learned to read a room before you even walked into it. Part 3: Why it's so hard to see. Because there's no dramatic moment to point to, you start doubting your own experience. You think, they never even raise their voice, so maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm too sensitive. But abuse doesn't have to be loud to be real. Manipulation doesn't have to leave a mark to leave a wound. Part 4: What this does to you. You become hyper aware of other people's moods. You apologize before you even know what you did wrong. You struggle to trust your own perception of what happened because it was constantly being rewritten in front of you. Part 5: The reframe. You are not too sensitive. You were paying very close attention to something real, something that most people around you couldn't see because it was never meant to be seen. Healing here doesn't start with proving what happened. It starts with trusting that your experience was valid, even without a single dramatic scene to point to. If this resonated with you, watch why healthy people can feel boring after this kind of relationship. Because once your nervous system learns quiet as dangerous, calm can feel like the strangest thing in the world. Thank you for being here, and remember, we heal together.